Okay, good evening everyone. I believe I have seen you before, correct? Yes. Last time, way before. So today, you can access this link again on the link on the right hand side. Okay, so please visit this website. Today we're gonna do the second part of my, of my sessions. Okay, if you remember from last time, quite a long time ago, you have built a website, right? And actually it's still there. If you visit that link, it should still be there, okay? Today, we're gonna revisit the website, the web application or the website creation, but today we're gonna use a different tool. It's called React, okay? So let me explain to you what we're going to do today, okay? So we're gonna visit this link, okay? All right, so last time you had a chance to get your hands dirty on the technology HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, okay? Which is fine, okay? The way that you did last time, it's actually a valid way of building anything that has, that can be accessed through the web or the web application, okay? But today we're gonna visit another tool that can be used to do pretty much the same thing and more. This is called the JavaScript framework, okay? And this is actually the tools that most developers nowadays that actually get paid are using. So you are using the same professional tools that people doing for work, for money, basically, okay? Okay, so let me talk to you again, what is the JavaScript framework, okay? So before last time, you were using the JavaScript a little bit. The way that you use the JavaScript from last time is called vanilla JavaScript, or just like the JavaScript without any framework, okay? And from last time, you pretty much has all the freedom you want. Like you can input the code any way you want. There's no structure that you have to follow. You just do whatever you want, okay? And that is fine for a project that is small, okay? Because it's usually pretty easy to get started with, okay? But once you start to build something that is more complicated and you start to collaborate with other people, if you type your own code without any structure, it's actually quite not a good idea, okay? Because you have too much freedom. And that's not good when you try to make your code readable by other people and you want other people to be able to understand you. Following some type of a standard or structure is actually a better idea for code scalability and maintainability, okay? So this is where the JavaScript framework comes in, okay? So the framework is a library, okay? So the library is the code that people write for you, so and also the standard or the practice that they come up with. And if you want to use this framework, you have to follow the standard or the practice of whoever came up with this, okay? And it's in a way, if you use the JavaScript framework, you have to learn what the framework is doing, and it's gonna limit your freedom, okay? But what you get in return, it's actually the maintainability and scalability of your code, because everybody who write with using the same framework will write the same way. So when you read other people's code that use the same framework, you understand it more easily. And in the same way, if you write using the framework, other people can come in and understand your code too, okay? And also, if you follow some of the practice that the framework was describing, then you get certain type of predictability too. So you can be sure that this thing is always going to happen like this, and no surprise when you actually ship your software to the end user. Okay, so predictability, okay, very important for a big team, large software, and also homogeneity of the application, meaning that you write, everyone contribute writing in the same way. Okay, that's the main reason that we are using framework, and that's why if you were to do this from money, you have to learn the framework. Okay, so this is the example of the actual developer. They're using this type of framework so that you can build something more larger, more complex in a larger team. Okay, so that's the reason. Okay, So there's always a debate whether if you start a project, should you use just the, choose your own freedom, choose your own adventure, or should you use the framework, okay? If you just write stuff on your own without any framework, then we call them vanilla JavaScript. So vanilla is like the flavor of the ice cream that is very plain, okay? So it's a thing that you did last time, okay? Which is a valid approach, for a smaller project. Or if you just work alone, then maybe vanilla JavaScript is, a good approach, easy to get started. And, if you just do it alone, then it's okay. If you don't have to follow any, you don't have to make your code super readable by the other, okay? But then once you start working in a larger team and the code become more complex, then adopting the framework is crucial, okay, for the longevity of the software, okay? So we are going to do the same thing like last time, but this time we're going to use the framework and see how it feels and what are the benefits that I will talk about it once we start working on it, okay? So if you want to start working on the framework, okay, there are many frameworks to choose from, okay? And the go-to resources, if I want to see what is the hottest framework today, I would go to the Stack Overflow survey, okay? So the Stack Overflow survey, Stack Overflow is the popular Q&A website, okay? So if you're programmers, then you have questions, then you're probably gonna end up in this website, at some point, okay? And every year, this company or website conduct a survey, and I believe that it's a good, a good overview of the state of the technology. Okay, so that's why I'm basing my choice on these results. Okay, and if I look at the results, okay, and a lot of things in here, the name is probably not going to make sense to you, but if you get into this web development, then all of these are technology that they use to build software. Okay. And right now, if I look at the ranking, right, Node.js is actually not what we're using today. Node.js is more like the run. It's called runtime, JavaScript runtime. So this doesn't count. But the framework that is actually the most popular among all of the things that are listed in here, it's this one right here. It's called React. Okay, and React is something that is quite popular nowadays. And if you are JavaScript developers and you want to get a job in today's jobs market, I think more than 90% of the company will expect that how React works. Okay, so that's why I'm choosing this one for you to try today. Okay, it's going to be a little more involved. Okay, but don't worry, I'll guide you along the way so that you can, in the end, can build similar website, but hopefully with more bells and whistles because you are using a much more powerful tools than last time, okay? All right, React it is. I choose this for you, okay? All right, so let's get started. As you can see, this time we're gonna actually do some more setting up, okay? So first thing I want you to do is, can you open command prompt, okay? Command prompt is this guy right here. Command prompt. Okay, you got it? Command prompt. It looks like this. Mine will look a little bit different from you because I customized it already, but it's something that you can type, right? You can type something in the command prompt because it's a command prompt. I don't know what else to say. Okay, I forgot to include one statement, but I'm just show you anyway. So can you do this with me? CD desktop. Okay, this one. This is a command to change the directory. So CD is change directory to desktop. Okay. If I hit enter, do you see the fact that now my prompt, okay, you see something in here, and it said something called desktop. Okay, so make sure that you have desktops in here. Okay, so this is your current location. Okay, so I want you to be at this location, which is actually your desktop right now. Okay, and the next command is this one, pnpm create read at latest. Okay, so all of these are actually software that I pre-install on this computer already. So if you don't, if like for your own laptop or your computer, you cannot run this command. It doesn't work. But I install all of this command in your computer right now, so it should work. Okay? You see something like this? Yeah, you should. If not, I will go through the whole process first, and then I'll help you one by one if you have any more problems. Okay? Okay, so let's go through this process just one time first for those who here, right? So it was asking for the project name. Leave it as the default, so just hit enter one time, okay? And now this is going to show you the list of the framework that you can choose. As you can see that there are many frameworks you can choose. We're going to choose the most popular one. It's called React. So can you use the arrow button? Okay, so for your generation, you are very familiar with mouse, but today in this software, no mouse, okay? You're going to use your arrow key. See, I can go through my list with the arrow key up and down. Okay, I think I should go and help you guys. Seems like there might be something that Okay, so right now you're here. So you can use your keyboard arrow key, okay? You cannot use mouse in here. So you can cycle through it using the up and down, right? I want you to choose React. That's the most popular framework today for JavaScript, not Java, okay? Okay, and then you're gonna see this called variants. Okay, so there are many things in here. I'm gonna choose this one, JavaScript plus SWC, okay? All right, so make sure that you choose this one, okay? And then enter one more time. Enter? No. Experimental, no way, I don't want to try it, okay? Yes, install please. And the rest, it just let it do its thing, okay? Okay? If you have this, this screen, actually you're done, okay? So what you can do is actually go to this link right here. See, you can actually kind of interact with it, right? You do control, click, right? But I'm telling you, okay? Control and click. Then you will get this page, okay? Control, click, it's just to open that link. Hold the control and click on this link. You shall see, and then you can play with it. Now you can kind of do that. And we're going to do that too, okay? Okay, so this is called the landing page for your React application, okay? Okay, so if you don't have this one, can you let me know? I can go help you. Okay. All right, so one thing to keep in mind is that this thing is not running off the server on the internet. It's actually running off your own computer, okay? If I look at the address bar, you will see this is called localhost. It's not like worldwideweb.google.com. It's not World Wide Web. It's just your own computer. So localhost is just go back into your network adapter. And then you are serving your own website on your own computer. And nobody can come to your computer. This is just for you to develop the web application, okay? So right now, if I were to hit refresh, it's working, right? It's fine. I can always, acquire this website whenever I want, right? But check this one out. If I go back to the prompt, right? If I want to turn this one off, you can. Right now, the server is running, right? If I want to turn it off, I'm going to hit Control C cat. See, right now it's back to the prompt, right? And if it's back to the prompt like this, then your server, your website stopped working. If I go back here and I refresh, it's going to be as if the internet is down. Nothing is serving that website. That's why you don't see it anymore. So if you run into this problem, that means you have to start your server. Okay, so if I want to start my server, okay, I have to do the following. I can start from here, but I don't want to do it here anymore because I'm going to start VS Code. So right now, do this with me. I'm going to go to CD, okay, with project, okay. And this is possible because you choose the default project name. If you do something else, it will not work, and that's okay. I can go help you. But right now, if I hit enter, confirm with me that your path has this read project on it. Okay, if that's the case, you're good to go. So do it with me. I want to do code dot. See what happened? Code dot. And you shall see VS Code open at that particular folder. Okay? Wow, is that cool? That's how you open the program from command prompt. You never done that before, right? You always double click at the icon. That's not how we do it. Okay.
Do I trust the offer of the cloud?
Yes, you trust everything. Okay? You trust. Okay. If I do this, then maybe I should be greeted by the same. Nope, I did not. So I guess I trust it already. So if it's asking you to trust, you should trust it. Okay? And another thing to verify is that you should have read project. Okay? And then all the files should be exactly like I do. If it's not the same, let me know because maybe you're in the wrong place. Okay? Let me just kind of walk around to see if you were. Yep. Enter. Okay. Yep. And then you should trust the author. Okay. Can you type code? Nope. You have to CD. No. Okay. Oh, okay, actually, I know. I wonder why. And I can do it again. There you go. Do you have like something like this? Nope? Okay, let me help you. Okay, I don't see VS Code in here. Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. Okay. Oh, it's actually here. Oh. Yeah, That's where it is. Okay, so okay, you have to stop the server. Okay. Oh, no. Huh? This one. I think this is the one. There you go. Yep, that's for you. That's what you want. Okay. Can I just do it for you now? Okay. Oh, nope. Okay, so wrong place, right? Okay. Yep, that's where it is. Code dot. So, you know what? You can open all the program from command prompt in Windows if you know the exact command. So, okay, so I hope that you got all of this. If I miss anyone, please let me know because we're gonna use this one from now on, okay? Okay, so next step is that we're gonna bring up the terminal. So, I mean, this terminal is now useless. We can close it. I don't want it anymore. Close the other terminal. Optional though. I don't need them anymore. But I'm gonna bring up the new terminal from here. So I'm gonna go to terminal and new terminal. Okay, so can you press this option please? So essentially, VS Code has its own terminal, which we will use that. It's more convenient. We don't have to keep open different windows. It's the same window. So I'm gonna bring up the terminal from the VS Code itself. Okay, again, terminal and new terminal. And you see this one? So this is exactly, maybe not exactly, but same type of terminal that you can type some things in here. Okay. And from here, you're going to type npm run dev. Okay, so check this one out. And then you will see the same thing, which is the link, and then you can control click. Okay. And enter too, please. You can use command prompt. Command prompt. Okay. Hold on. Can I try something? I think it should come up like this, and you can type like that. New terminal. Next one.
New terminal.
And then type it like that. And then enter.
PNPM, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, you're good. And then control click at that link. Control click. Okay. And if you get something like this, you can control click. Okay, so let me show you if you did it correctly. Okay. You should see something like this with or without color. That's okay, depending on your terminal. Okay. And if I control click, I should get my website back. Okay. That's what I want. Okay, again, I can play around. Okay, let me make sure that you guys have this one up so that we can start working on it. You got this thing in here? Yep. Okay, you can control click. There you go. Okay, you got this one working, right? So should it be here? Okay. Okay, that's good. You guys got it right? Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay, this is went quite smoothly comparing to the other section. Okay. All right, so let's do something fun with it. First off, you know what? We are going to change the title because the title is very bland. Right now, the title of our website is called Wheat Project. That's so wrong. Okay, we're gonna change this one first. Okay, so you can go to your VS Code and can you find something, the file called index.html. Okay, and can you change this one to something, personalized? Okay, so I'm gonna type my very cool website. Okay, and again, if you don't save, nothing's gonna change. Okay, this one do not. So if you see this white dot in here, you have not saved your file. So please, file and saved. Okay, or better, Control S. That's your friends today. It will be much faster if you do Control S, okay? But anyway, anyhow, find a way to save your file. And you see this one? Change now. Yes. Okay? Next stop. Okay, you guys good? So I think the thing that might make it not changing is you don't save it. Okay? If you ever see a white dot here, please do something about it. Okay? You have to save it. Control S is your friends. Okay? All right. The second thing that we're gonna do is this thing. We're gonna change this one. It's called favicon. Okay, and many websites has their own customized favicon, so I can show you how to do it. Okay, we're gonna go to this website, so you can open a new tab. Okay, this is called the favicon generator, and let's do something fun. So I'm gonna choose text in here. Okay, so you can choose make your favicon from any assets you want. So I'm gonna choose my text, right? And I'm gonna write maybe like NR, which is like my initials, okay? And this is your preview, okay? But you can experiment with other things if you have like emoji. Okay, so just kind of changing whatever you want. Usually you can only allow up to like maybe 2 characters, okay? So I'm gonna do NR, okay? Maybe I choose another color. I can choose another colors in here. Okay, so maybe this one looks nice. Okay, so you don't need to spend too much time on it. This one is just very unimportant, but nice to have, right? So just do something with it, right? And once you're done, you can go down and download zip. We're gonna download it. That's all. Download zip, right? Okay. And it should appear in your download folder. Okay, so let me go check my download folder. What's happening here, right? Okay, so I have my download folder. See, I have this one. So can you locate this file in your computer, please? Okay, download zip. Okay, so the download button is down here. Right here, okay? All right, and once you're done, you should have a file in your download folder, so please locate this file for me. Okay? This file is in a compressed format, so first you need to decompress it. Have you ever decompressed a file before? So I double click on it, right? And right now, if I double click on it, this one is actually not decompressed yet. This one is still in the zip file. This is inside, right? So you need to drag it out first. So in order to decompress it, you need to drag it out to your desktop. And this is where it can be used. Okay, so if you don't decompress like I did, it doesn't work because obviously, right? You can't do zip file, right? You decompress first. Okay, so I want you to decompress the content into your desktop. I guess that will be the easiest, right? And if you open it, then you can kind of see that now we have a lot of things that we can work with, right? Now it's not like a the files anymore. Like it's actually like it's not the decompressed files anymore. Like it's actually the real files. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I have to choose the right one. Okay, so the one that you want is actually this one right here. So you want the one with the fabric. So actually the name is the same, but the extension is different. But okay, so right now I can open this thing, maybe on the left, right, and then I can open my VS Code on your right, on my right. Okay, so what I want you to do is this. I want you to expand the public folder, right? And you're going to see read.svg, right? I want you to drag these things in here. So the favicon part in the public folder. Okay. After you decompress the file, you can drag it and put into the public folder. Okay. Let me show you if what happened if I drag it like this. And do you see that I have favicon.svg now? Okay? And you can only do this if you decompress the file. Okay? You have to decompress the file first. Let me show you one more time. Okay? The whole thing one more time. Okay? I'm going to delete it. All right. I'm going to delete it. Okay? Delete. Okay. Right? So this is the same as before. Right? And I'm even going to delete this new folder in here. Okay? So once you have your zip file in your download folder, so I go to my download folder, I got my favicon package, right? This one is not decompressed yet. This one compressed, right? You have to get it out, okay? To get it out, I double click into it, right? I see, oh, there's another folders inside, but this one inside the compressed file, I need to bring it out. I drag it out, okay? Once I drag it out, I can use the file now, okay? This one is decompressed, okay? And I'm going to drag it into VS Code in the public folder. The one that I want is called favicon, okay? So notice that if I drag it and put it in here, it should say favicon.svg. So the extension is important, okay? The other file is actually called ICO, okay? It's not SVG. See, this is the wrong file, not ICO, okay? ICO is for other devices, not for the web, okay? Okay, so I need favicon.svg, and also, see, you can see something like this. So SVG is a vector graphic, so it's you can blow it up without pixelated, okay? So once you do this, now we can change the index.html one more time, and you see this one, read.svg. So that is what we want to change. So we want to change read.svg to favicon.svg, meaning that I just need to type it, favicon.svg. So notice that the name is the same. That's all I need to do, okay? So you have to have the file in your public folder first, and then you can go ahead and change it in the line number 5, right? And that's all you need to do, okay? And once you hit save, right, don't forget to hit save, and then you go back to your website, and wow, this is much better, right? I got my pretty cool logo on my web, okay? Very unimportant, but nice to have nonetheless. Okay, so favicon and favicon. So that's what you need to do. You have to make sure that there are 2 changes in here. Okay, you need to decompress it. Can you drag this one out first? Okay, it's probably here somewhere. Not like that. It doesn't work like that. Can I use your mouse? Okay.
ลากจากฟามิคอนไป
It's here.
อ๋อตรงพับลิกโอเคแล้วก็เปลี่ยนตรงไทยอินเด็กเปลี่ยนจาก white svg เป็นฟามิคอน
this is what you want.
แล้วก็เปลี่ยน
Your icon on the website.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I just kicked that.
Oh no.
Hurt. Okay. Oh, you got it. Okay. You need to double click here. You have to drag this one into the public folder. Not this one, this one. Into the public folder, Make sure it's pointing at the yeah, that one, yep. There you go. And now you can change the index accordingly. Index.html here. And change the way that I do. Oh, you did it already. You need to save it too. Okay. Now you check out your website. Okay, your website's down. That means you need to type PNPM. Oh, do not do that. You can just do this. Oh, nope. Wait. This one. That. And now you can refresh and it should work.
แต่โปรไฟล์ผมยังไม่เปลี่ยนเลยครับ
ลืมเซฟเปล่า
Okay, public. Okay, no, this one. Nope, that's not. Okay. This one needs to be here.
โอเคครับ
And you don't even need this, so I'm just going to delete this. This is all you need. Well, actually, this is wrong. Wait. Oh, okay, so this one's gone. Oh, but it's not changing yet because Barbican.svg. Interesting. It changed it already. Need to refresh it. Okay. Okay. That's not too bad, right? Okay. Okay, next up, what are we going to do? So we're going to do something more substantial from now on, okay? So we are going to reset everything, meaning that all of this is gone. Okay, we're going to start from scratch. Okay, that way you can see how things work, okay? So first of all, I'm going to clear the content in these two files. Okay, so there are files called index.css and app.css. Okay, so let me show you how to do this. Okay, there are files in here called source and then index.css. Okay, again, this is the CSS file that power that styling, right? So I'm going to clear everything, meaning that I'm going to select all and delete, okay, like that. So clear everything. And don't forget to save too. Save, okay. Click, okay, so index.css, clear everything, okay. Next up, app.css. This one, gone, go away, gone, and save. Okay, so right now, 2 of my files are gone. No, not gone, but empty. Okay, you need to have this file, but it can be empty. Okay, and right away, if I go back to my website, it looks really bland because there's no styling. Okay, so it's still working, but there's no styling. Okay, we'll do the styling back later on. But for now, I want you to see everything from the ground up. That's why clear everything. Okay. All right, so confirm with me that your website is now pretty outdated, okay? And lastly, I want you to go to the file called app.jsx, okay? But this time, you cannot clear it completely. You have to replace with this thing, okay? So I'm going to copy this, so copy, okay? And I'm going to go back to my app.jsx. So take a note of that extension, JSX, okay? And then I'm going to select everything, delete, okay? But not yet, all right? You need to paste stuff back so that it looks like this. So this is the starting point for that file, okay? It cannot be empty, okay? But it needs to have something, and that something is this one, okay? And if you did this correctly, then you go back to your web, and it should be empty. We're going to start from the ground up, okay? Okay, so this is a good starting point, right? completely blank. Okay. Okay. Let me inspect the crowd. Yes. Not yet. Okay. You need to save too. Save this one too. Control S. Trust me, that's your friend. Okay. Very good.
อาจารย์ครับผมเป็น TSX นะครับอาจารย์
TSX, that means, okay, can okay, I can help you, but you have to create everything from the beginning. Okay, can I help you? It's faster. Can I sit down? Okay, okay. Okay, I need to start from the beginning. This is okay. Stuff happen. Okay. Okay, close.ไม่เอา Nope. Ooh. Being used by another process. This one. This one.
เอาอันนี้ออกหมดเลยแล้วก็ใส่แค่อันนี้ตรง
Yes. Okay. Clear everything. Okay. Okay.
ไม่ได้ขึ้นเองมือไปตกเลยทำ
หน้ากระชาแมว
มันไม่มีเลยเว้ยมึงยอมปะนี่กูไม่
Okay, you're done. Now you have JS. You good, good, good. Okay. Okay, I could not see, but I suppose you're done.
อาจารย์ทำไมผมเป็น TSX อะครับทำไมตอนนั้น
You choose a TypeScript project. It's a different language. I'm choosing JavaScript for you. So there are JavaScript, TypeScript, and a lot of things in here. So it's very, very complicated. Okay. Okay, so it's okay. For my own work, I use TypeScript, by the way. I don't use JavaScript, okay? Okay, let's continue. Okay, so here is, so the way that this JavaScript framework is working is that right now it has this index.html, okay? But this is actually empty, okay? This is saying that, you know, the only thing that's going to appear in the body, see, this is the only thing that is going to appear. So it's going to have this one HTML and then one script tag, okay? And then this script tag is actually going to be reading this file called the JSX file. And this file is actually coming from this guy right here. So the one that you changed. So this is actually the main content of your website. But it's actually coming out from the JavaScript file. It's not coming out from the index.html. So essentially, the way that it works is like your JavaScript is more like taking over your index.html. So we no longer need to type anything in HTML any longer. All we need to do, type stuff in here. Okay? It's kind of a weird way of doing it, but it actually works. Okay? So let me show you this. This application, okay? Take a notice into this strangely looking tag right here. This is called the empty tag because there's nothing in it, right? Usually you have to have some letters in it, but it actually works, okay? So what I want you to try is I want you to hit maybe like, you know, give it some space like this, okay? And you can just type some things in here, gibberish like this, okay? And can you save it? Okay, and if you go back to your web, then you're gonna see that thing appear. Okay, so That's the first confirmation that whatever you type in this file is actually going to appear on your website. Okay? So if I change it, if I change something and I save, see it. Okay, so confirm this behavior with me that you can do this. Okay. So all of your content, it's gonna start from here. Okay, start from here. Okay, so confirm with me that it's automatically update once you hit save. See, if that's the case, then we can start doing something for real. See, I kept changing. Okay. If that's the case, let's go. Okay. So first thing is I'm gonna give it some space again, and then I'm gonna do H1. Remember, H1 is the header, the heading, right? Welcome to my website, and there you go. So when you're working with the framework like this, you can forget the index.html. It doesn't even, you don't even use it, right? All you do is actually working on app.jsx, which is more like a JavaScript file. Okay, it's a special type of JavaScript files. Okay. So the things that can throw you off is that this thing is actually a it's a programming language. So you have to follow a certain type of syntax, or else it's gonna yell at you. It's not as lenient as when you're writing index.html. That's easier. This one, more restrictive, okay? For example, if I were to do this, it does not work. So if I were to put it outside, right? If I put it here, then it yells at me, okay? You cannot do this. So everything in all the content has to be inside that empty tag. Okay, so that's the first thing that you might notice if you try to do the way that I do here. It doesn't work, okay? So I have to move my stuff inside this empty tag, and then it will work again, okay? If I type some things in here, it yells at me, because this is actually the programming language. This is not just HTML. So you have to follow certain type of patterns, okay? And if you ever run into a problem, then I can go help you, because I did this. I'm pretty good at helping you debug your code, okay? I did this for a long time. So it should be faster if you call for my help, okay? All right, so next up, I'm gonna do p tag, right? This is quite similar to what you had before. So wait, maybe I should say welcome, okay? Welcome. And then my name is Niran, something like that, okay? And the rest of it should be pretty much the same as what you had before, if you recall. So maybe I can do H2, okay? And then my favorite food, okay? And then I can do list tag. Sorry, not list, but unordered list, okay, with li. What is this? Okay. And then I can do pizza. I like pizza. And I also like rice. Something like that. Okay. And I can also do H2 with my pet, okay? And so on and so forth, okay? So if you were to recall what you did from last time, so feel free to populate your website with the content that you want. Okay, I'll leave you to it for a bit because I need to go get the attendance sheet. I forgot it at my office. So I'll give you a couple 10 minutes to so you can even insert some image if you remember how to do it. Get the image from the internet, put it in here as your pet, like whatever. Up to you, okay? So I'll leave you to it. I'll be back in less than 10 minutes, okay? Okay, so I hope that you can populate your content in here to your heart's desire. Okay, so let's do, let's see, I have a dog. Okay, I'm too lazy to get the image. Fine, okay. So let's see what we can do next. Okay, so as you can see that the way that you are writing here is not different from what you had before. So this is a good thing. So some of the the skill that you have before can be used here. Okay, but you know, if this is the only thing, then there's no point using the framework. So what are the things that I can do in addition to what this is, right? First, oh, actually, I forgot another thing. So how about styling? Okay, so you can use the CSS the way that we had last time. Okay, all you need to do is to import this statement. Sorry, include this statement on the top of your file. So can you go to page 14, copy this import statement, and place it on top like this. Okay. Okay, so on your, I guess your index app.jsx, you will have this additional import statement on top. Okay. And once you did that, you can go to the file called app.css, and you can start writing CSS the way that you had last time. Okay. For example, body, background color, red, it's red. Okay. So try to see if you can make this happen first. Okay. Okay, the first thing is we're going to go to import. Okay, you need to import. So this page 14, import, copy, and paste it on top of your JSX file. Okay, and then save. Don't forget to save too. And next up, we're going to go to app.css. Okay, and now you can start writing some CSS. Okay, like this, for example. You can get that. Okay. Oh, I like this guy. New guy. New guy for me. Okay. Okay, at least I want this guy. I think it's not that bad. Okay. Okay. So today I'm not going to go too much about CSS, but I just want you to maybe have some a typical styling that make your website look more modern. So I suggest that you can use the one that I prepare for you. Okay. So if you go to another page, then you can see that I have this CSS for you. So you can copy the one on page 16, okay? And you can copy back in here. Your website will look more decent, okay? That's one on page 16, and the one on page 17. So the one on page 17, you can just paste it at the bottom. So 2 pages of CSS. And now your website should look, somewhat modern, okay? So with the rounded corner, some styling on the font size, and then, color and things like that, okay? Just to make it look a little bit, not outdated, not too outdated, okay? Okay, if you are wondering about the image tag, it's like this one. So you just do the image tag, okay? And then you have to go find the image and things like that, okay? But this is not the point here, okay? Because you can do that, or you can skip, okay? It's up to you, all right? Okay, but let's do something a little bit more fun, okay? For example, dynamic content, okay? So let's say I want to say how old I am, okay? So if I were to do this, I am 43 years old, okay? Right? I can certainly do this, okay? But if I were to do the way that I did this, then if somebody visits my site next year, this content is actually going to be outdated, right? So this is something that I can do with code, with programming. It's called dynamic content, right? So what I want you to do is actually harness the power of JavaScript now, okay? So actually, the place above the return statement, okay, this is actually where you can start writing a JavaScript expression, okay? So what I want you to do is, actually, I'm going to type it out, okay? But you can just copy it from my slides, okay? I'm going to say that if I want to display my age dynamically, so first I need to have birth year. So what I just did here is actually, this is JavaScript. This is programming language, okay? What I just type it here, you can just simply copy from here, okay? Page 18. I'm gonna type it out because it's slower, okay? And then I'm gonna say that I want to know, if I want to know how old I am, I need to know when I was born and what the current year is. So current year, okay, equal. Okay, and this is gonna be from JavaScript language. It's gonna be new date dot get full year. Okay, so you have to know JavaScript now. So I don't expect you to know this. I'm just telling you right now that all of this from the JavaScript language, okay? And then if I know my birth year and the current year, I can do age now. Equal current year subtracted by birth year, okay? Okay, like this. All you need to do is to copy page number 18, okay? You can copy this part and paste it. When you paste it, make sure that it's above the return statement. Okay, it's between the function declaration and the return statement. So the location needs to be specific. Okay, you cannot put it anywhere else. It doesn't work. Okay, you have to put it here. Okay, and here's the thing. You know, this is gonna be the variable, right? You know about variable, right? In programming language, we have the concept called variable. It contains data. This age in here contains my age, right? I want to use this thing down here because I want to display my age, right? So maybe I'll do this. If I want to do this, I can do age, right? Maybe would this work? Because this one should be my age, right? That's what that would be my initial I guess trials, right? But if I were to do this, then what you're gonna see is exactly what, you know, as expected, because this is the age, right? Well, I mean, if I type some things in here, it should appear on my website. That's kind of like the typical thing, right? But this is not what I want, right? What I want is actually, I want something that gets calculated from here. So I want this thing to be displayed here, but in a dynamic way, okay? So what I can do is, I can enclose this with the curly braces like this. And check this one out. If I save this, you can see that I am I'm 44 years old now. Actually, I'm not even 43, right? That's one, okay? So you see the difference here, right? And this is the power of using the framework like this. It allows you to make things more dynamic, much more easily than if you were to use like the vanilla JavaScript, okay? Okay, so again, you can copy whatever I have from that page 18, I think, on top, but then maybe you can try this one on your own, okay? You can try putting the age on it with the curly braces, okay? But, you know, change your birth year accordingly if you want, okay? Okay? And I mean, you don't have to limit yourself to this variable only, right? I can also try something else. For example, if I want to display my birth year, I can also do that too. Okay, so I can say I was born on, right? And then I can say birth year. And you can guess that whatever I input between the curly braces, it's actually going to be getting the value from the code. It's not the simple text anymore. Okay? Okay, if I were to show my website, then you can see I was born on 1982, right? So something like that, okay? Oh, you still want to do image, right? Okay, so this is how you do it. You want to do image, you do this. Test, okay. If you guys use image from Pixel website, don't forget the width attributes. Okay, your image here looks huge. Okay, so in the interest of time, I would like to continue. If you want to work on your image, you can do that later, okay? But let's continue on the JavaScript framework features, okay? So next up, I want to show you that we can even do some dynamic events like button click. So can you help me do this? I want you to copy this snippet right here. So this one is kind of like HTML, right, on page 19, okay? And this time, can you paste it at the bottom, okay? What I say bottom is mean that it has to be above this empty tag right here. So bottom meaning that it's above this empty tag, so it has to be here, okay? Okay, let me make sure that you understand this one, right? So as I was telling you that your content has to be between the empty tag, right? So anything else cannot be outside these two tags right here. So when you copy my stuff from page 19, make sure that it's between that empty tag. So what I do is that I make some space above the bottom closing empty tags, and then I paste my stuffs in here, and that will work, okay? And if you did this correctly, then you should have a buttons in here, okay? That say click me, okay? And actually it works right away. See this? Okay? It's a dynamic event, okay? So let me know if that's it's not the case, okay? Okay, so the only thing that that can give you error is the location of this. It's actually wrong. It's outside the empty tags. That's probably what I think is going to happen. Okay, so for you need to make sure this thing in here. That makes difference. This one has to be here. Exactly. Okay. Okay, this is not the right link. The link has to be .jpeg. This one is just website. Okay, so you have to click like this. Okay, and then right click, cut. This one. So paste it again. That's not right because this one's right, this one's wrong. So get rid of this one. Okay, without the colon. Okay. Okay, but you have some typos in here. Oh, okay, you got it. Okay, I think you're right. Can you save? See what happened? Yeah, I think you got it right. Correct. This is correct. Okay, so this one wrong because it's outside. So to be inside. This thing go inside. Yep.
ภาพตัวครับ
Okay. You forgot this thing.
อ๋อ
Yep. You forgot the brackets in here.
โอเคครับผม
You're good. You're good. It should work.
ขอบคุณครับ
Okay. Lots of typos in here, I think. Okay. First, this thing needs to go inside. Cannot be outside. Oh. Okay. But wait. Your stuff's in here. Actually, it works. Okay. Right. But it's no button. Why is this? Hmm? Oh, okay, right here, works. Okay, it works. Okay. Okay, I don't see buttons in here. I want some button.
โอเค
Okay, go to my website. I need this. Put it above that tag right here.
โอเค
No, not here. Above it. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now you should have button that can click. You can click and something happen. Yep. Okay. That's good.
ใส่รูปยังไงนะครับอาจารย์
Okay. Can you see my stuff over there? Image tag.
ผมสายตาสั้น
อ่ะงั้นลอง
Oh. Okay. This one. This.
มีซอสโอเคอยู่ตรงไหนนะ
พิมพ์ระหว่างนี้เลย
You need the closing tag. Like that. That. Okay. Oh, actually you got it. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Okay, I need button. Okay, so this one you have a lot of, you made some typo. Can I help you here? Okay. Hold on. Okay. Wait, can I?
ไม่ครับแบบตอนว่าที่ยังอยู่ไม่เกินปี3วันต่อ
Okay. What you want is you want, I guess, image, right? So image. Okay, and then you put whatever the link in here. Okay, so I want you to see, notice that the fact that it works, it's actually because of this one right here. So there's something called on click, okay? And then there are actually some type of notations in here that I can just type in here. So if you recall from last time, it's actually much more complicated. You have to have another file called something script.js, and you have to select the right element, and then you do something with that. So this one, much more streamlined, basically, okay? And if you want, you can also, change something in here, like ha 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 ha, and then now the message is different. Okay, so why don't we just change some things in here and see if it works, okay? Okay, so the alert function, you can change something to be customized, a little bit more customized, maybe, like that, okay. Okay, so next up, it's going to be much more fun. So this is called state management. So what I want you to do is I want you to have another button, and then there's a counter, and then the counter is actually changed when you click the button. So that one is more involved, okay? And all of this is actually, you have to go through a more, I guess, in-depth learning on this framework. So we're going to skip all of that. I'm just going to tell you what to do. But in reality, you have to study the fundamental of this framework first in order to understand what this is. So I'm going to skip all of that, just kind of show you, okay? So please do this with me. So first thing is I want you to copy this one. So that's an import statement, okay, on top. And then we're going to paste it right, maybe just second line. Okay, so second line. Okay, next up, you see this line over here. I only need this line. Okay, I don't need the line that's called function because I already had that. So I just need count and set count equal use state 0. Okay, I'm going to copy that one. This one goes below here. Okay, so just place it here. So actually the order doesn't matter that much as long as it's above the return statement. It's fine. But why not we just on top after the function declarations. Okay. And then we're going to have this thing right here. So the last thing is I need 2 lines in here. Okay. This 2 lines goes between the empty brackets one more time. Okay. It can be anywhere, but maybe just put at the bottom. Okay. So above the closing empty brackets. Okay. So I'm going to go down, and again I have this closing brackets. I'm going to give it some more space and paste it in. Okay. And if you do all of this correctly, then your website should have something like this. And then if you click on it, then the count actually increases. Okay, so just want to make sure first that it works, and then I'll explain what happened. Okay. Okay. Let me do this one more time because I know there's many steps that you can get confused. Okay, so I'm going to back out. Okay. So first, I want this import statement on top. So first line, okay, goes to the second line in your code. So import. So usually you import things at the top. Okay. Next up, I want the count and set count to be below the function declarations. Okay, so I'm going to go below like this. Okay. Okay, so it goes below function declarations. Okay. And next up is all of this stuff in here, the 2 lines in here. It's going to go between the empty brackets. Okay, so I'm going to put it below, okay, at the bottom, above the closing empty tags. I'm going to place it here. Okay, so notice that it's still inside the empty brackets. Okay, and that way, then you can have button that actually incrementing when you click on it. Is that cool? So easy. If you have to do this with JavaScript, it's actually quite involved. Okay. All right, so let me walk around and see, who might need my help. We're almost done. Just want to let you know that we're almost done.
H2 แรก import ไม่ใช่
Have you import? I don't see the import statement. You have to import.
อ๋อ นี่เหรอคะ
On top. This one go down and then put it on top of the function. You can make it go down?
อันนี้เหรอคะ
Yeah, make it go down.
อุ้ย
Do this.
อ๋อ
Put it on top. Okay. I need this line. Okay, can you copy? Can you place it here? Below function. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and I need this 2 line. Without this, I only need this 2 line. With this too.
เออ
Okay.
ไม่ก็ก่อนนั้นกูหลับไป
Copy. Okay, I need it here.
วันก่อน
Yeah, over there. Okay.
วันกูหลับไป4 ชั่วโมง
เอาอันนี้ไปใส่ตรงอันนี้
Okay. Can you save and see if it works?
ใส่ครับหน้าของปีถ้าอยากได้
Yay, it works.
ให้เรานี่ใช่แล้ว
ครับผมลูกค้ารับทราบ
Okay, works. Okay.
อันนี้มัน
อันนี้ไม่ไง
Okay, that's easy. It's easier than I thought. Works, right? Works. Every guys work? Okay. Okay. If it works, then I want you to try changing something and verify with me that it's actually changed the way that you want. Okay. So maybe you can try to read the code, right? First of all, I want to start with number 0. So this part is saying that the count starts at 0. So why don't we change it? If I change it to maybe 10, okay, you can try that too. I'm going to change it into 10, okay? And right away, if I start my website, then it's going to start from 10, okay? So check if that's the case, okay? And now I can increment from 10, okay? Second thing you can change is you check this one out, okay? It's gonna say that count plus 1. So this is where the incrementation occur, okay? So if you change this number, maybe I can do 2. Count plus 2, then you can see that I increment by 2. Or you can do negative number. You can do count minus, and then that will be decrementing. Okay, so change it with me and see if that behavior is expected. Okay, so like that. Okay. 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 So I hope that works for you. Okay. If not, you can call for my help. Okay. So the last thing is I want you to do something that actually much more useful, right? So let's say that you have this really awesome website, but then you want people to contact you. You can have something like that nowadays. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to do Discord message. Okay. So for this exercise, if you don't have Discord account, you can sign up for one. If you don't want to sign up for Discord, this is not required. You can just sit back and watch. Okay, but for those who have Discord account, you can try this one. It's pretty cool. Okay, let me show you this. You can send. You can have a website where people can send you message on Discord. Okay, so what you can do is I'm gonna open my Discord. Maybe I can open from my website from another tab. So discord.com. Okay, I'm gonna log in. If you don't have Discord, you don't remember, you don't want to do this one, this is okay. Okay, you can sit back and relax while I help your friends. Okay. Okay, so you have to find a way to log in first. Okay, let me show you. If I log myself out, I think I want to try logging myself out first. Wait, I don't want to delete. Actually, log out in here, all right? Okay. So normally you should be greeted with something like this, right? So the best way, if you have Discord apps, then you can use the QR code, okay? So I'm gonna use my Discord QR code, Discord apps, and then I'm gonna sign in using the QR, okay? Okay, so I'm going to scan my QR, and then I should be able to log in like that. Okay, so I'll try that. But another way is that if you want to try, but you don't want to log in into Discord, then you can use your friend's credential. That's another way. Okay. Okay, but if nobody wants to do it, then I'll skip. But if you want to do it, I'll play with you. It's really cool. Okay, so there are people who want to do it, so I'll go with you. Okay. That's great. Okay, so zoom of view. Okay. That's great.
Have like a keycap that will steal my password?
No, I don't think so. I don't think this is it's too advanced for that. You want to use your QR code?
All right.
Yeah, QR codes are much more secure. Things in here, setting, and QR, scan QR. That's more secure. And then log in. Yeah, you're done. You're done. Okay, so so there are a couple people who has Discord open. Okay, so I'll go. I'll walk you through it. It's actually not that difficult at all, and you can use this one for other things too if you want. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to create the new server. Have you ever created a new server before? There's add buttons in here. Wait, where is it? Oh, right here. You want to add server. Okay. So normally this is like the place where you and your friends hang out, right? It's called server. Okay. So add a new server and give it a name, whatever. Just do that. So I already had my server called Workshop Technology. Okay. Okay. If you're done, maybe I'll go. I'll keep going. Okay. So once you're in your server, okay, you can try to find the setting, server setting, which is, where is it? Where's it gone? Okay. Okay. So there's a drop down. Okay. So the way that I do, there's a drop down in here. Okay. And you want to go to server settings in here. Okay. So I want you to click on your server name and then go to server settings. I think there are multiple ways to access this menu, but I want to go to setting like this. So right now, this is where you, I guess, change your settings, right? I want you to go to integrations. And I want you to go to webhooks. Okay? And then you can generate the new webhooks. Okay? Right here. And once you did that, then you can copy the webhook URL, which is the buttons in here. Okay, so many things to do like integration, webhooks, right? And then you can copy. Okay, let me just do this. Okay. Okay, let me delete everything that I have so it's clear. Okay, so integration, right? And then create new webhooks, okay? And then you should be able to copy. So this, and then copy. Okay, so that's what you want to do. Okay? If you copy it already, then maybe you can kind of see what you just copy, okay? What you copy should be a long string like this. This is the content of your webhooks. It should look like this. Okay? You can verify with that by just open some notepad and see if that's the case. Okay? So this is my webhooks, and this is what I can use to send message to this particular server. Okay? Okay? So let me continue. Stop me if you get stuck. Okay? So the next step is we're gonna copy and paste some code, okay? So next stop, I'm going to go to page number 24, okay? And I'm going to copy this thing, okay? Again, this one looks like HTML, so you should put it between that empty brackets again, okay? Always between that empty brackets, okay? So I'm going to put it at the very bottom, but not outside the empty brackets, okay? Like that. Okay, and if you did that, then you're going to see that your website should look different now. Okay, so something wrong with my website. Oh, okay, actually not ready yet because this one, it's going to give you error. This is why, just keep going, okay? So next stop, we're going to copy this long code. Okay, this is a function, a block of code to send webhooks to your Discord server. So I'm going to copy this one. Okay, so this one in particular, you want to place it inside above the return statement. Okay, so check this one out. So you have a return statement that very, very long, doesn't really matter. Put it above it. Okay, so I'm going to give it some space and just paste this in here. Okay, so your function, okay, should be placed above the return statement. Okay. And all you need to do is to change one thing, which is here. There's a webhook URL in here. I want you to copy your webhook, okay? And I want you to paste it in here. Okay, because this webhook is going to be different, amongst you, okay? It's going to be different for you. Okay, and let me go through the whole thing, and I'll repeat everything again one more time, right? So right now, I should be done. If I were to click here, so I can have contact me, right? And I can type something like hello, right? Hello. I can say poke me, okay? And check this one out. If I go back to my webhook here, okay? So people can actually send you a message now, okay? It's that easy, okay? Okay, let me tell you everything one more time. Start from the very beginning, okay? So first, you need to go to your Discord, log in, right? And you need to create a server, okay? Actually, you can use the existing server too if you want, but be careful, okay? People, you might get spam, okay? So you go to the server that you just created. I'm gonna drop down menu and go to the server settings, which is here, okay? And now I'm gonna go to integration, okay? And webhooks, okay? And you need to create a new webhook, okay? So let me just delete this one, okay? And then create a new one. So right now it should be empty if it's the first time. Create new webhooks, right? And then you should be able to copy the webhook URL. So integration, new webhook, and copy webhook URL, okay? Whatever you copy, it should be a long string like this, okay? So my string has changed. It should be something long like this, okay? Like that, okay? Okay, next step. I'm going to copy some code back into my website. Okay, so let me delete everything that I had before. Okay, so that and that one. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start from page number 24. Okay, so first I need to copy this HTML looking parts. Okay, this one's going to go between the empty tags. So I'm going to go to my code and give it some space, okay, above the closing empty tags and paste the contents inside. So that's the first one that will give you button, okay. Next up, I'm going to do function, this one. This one, just copy the whole thing, okay. But this time, be careful where you place it. You want to place it above the return statement, okay. So I give it some space above the return statement. I paste it down, okay. Not done yet. The last thing I need to do, I need to change this webhook to the one that you just copied. So I'm going to go back to my notepad, copy, okay? And then I'm going to paste it between the quotations, okay? And now I should be able to send message to my server, okay? Hello again with the exclamation. And then if I close and see this one, hello again. Okay, and this one, if you publish this website, then anyone in the world can send you this message to this Discord, okay? And this is not the only way you can do, but you can use this webhook thing for all kind of notification. You know, when I teach students, I want to have the system that, like tell you whenever there's something, I use Discord, webhook all the time, okay? Great for notification. I suppose if you guys done that would be really cool. I can help you. Okay. Do you have webhooks already?
No.
Okay. นี่ okay. Good. Cut log. Actually, wait, are you? Okay. Okay. Did you done? Okay. Can you go up? Can you go up? You're almost done. So you just place it between the quotation and you're done. Okay, save and test it. Type something, poke me, and then go here and go to your here.
Oh.
Go back here. Yeah.
Okay.
Works. Okay, let me go this way. Works. Works. Okay. Yes?
ผมซนแล้วมันหาย
Okay, so this one.
โดนความแซมในที่สุดเพื่อนไปช่องเพื่อนไป
Okay, I think we're gonna start from the beginning. Okay, so this is where you are, and okay. This is your code. This should be fine, right? Okay, set count, use state. Okay, so it's kind of work but not working. Okay. 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 It's back. Okay, so you can continue if you want. Okay, if you guys need my help, please call for help, or else I'm gonna wrap it up, meaning that you're gonna start publishing your website now. And it's okay if you don't complete everything, you know, as long as you can publish your stuff, you can take attendance, okay?
Should I take the webhook out so that people won't just click it?
You know what's better? You can delete your webhook in Discord,
Oh.
and then nobody can do anything. That's even better. So, okay, your friends are asking that, you know, you don't want to get spam, right? The best way is actually to go back to your Discord server settings, right? I can go back to my settings, server settings here, and I can go to my integration again. Wait, not here. Hold on, settings, right? Integrate app, integration, webhooks, right? See, right now I have one webhooks in here. If you don't want to get spam, just delete it. That's all. You can get here and just delete your webhook. Okay, so you can do it anytime, right? You can do it afterward. You can publish your website, and if you get spam, then just delete it. That's all. Okay. All right, so we're gonna move on to the last phase, which is to publish your website, right? So the step that we're gonna do is we have to build your website. So right now, your project contains too many files. This one too much for the web. For the website, you need a couple files. So we're gonna build the whole thing and minify it into just a couple files. And we can upload that thing to Netlify, okay? So can you go into the terminal with me? Okay, so this one, everyone needs to do it, okay, before you can sign in your name, okay? So right now, I still have my server open, right? I want you to close it or turn it off by Control-C, okay? Control-C, and then you're gonna see that you can start typing, right? This means that it's already off. You can verify that with me. If you go back to your website and you try to refresh it, it should now be like this, okay? So verify that you have turned off your server, okay, first, right? If you did that, then you're almost done. You just do npm run build, okay? And then hit enter. So this command, it will take all of your stuff, your asset, your everything, put it into a couple files that are very small, and then you can upload that onto Netlify. npm run build. Okay? Okay, let me show you what happened if you did everything's go according to plan. You should have something like this, okay? And what it's telling you is that actually all of the things that you just do boil down to 3 files. You only need 3 files to upload it to the web, okay? You don't need all of this. This one is just for developing, okay? Okay? So another thing that you can inspect is that if you have this folder, okay? If you have this thing in here, that means you're good to go, okay, I want you to have this folder, okay? This folder, okay? Okay, one more time. What you want to do first is make sure that your website is down, okay? If it's not down, you have to turn off your server, okay? Control C at the active terminal, okay? Next step, P npm run build, okay? So that part is gonna build everything into the distribution ready format, okay? And you should have this folder on your project, okay? Okay, once you have that, you are ready to go to Netlify. Let's go to Netlify, guys. Remember that one's we used it last time for distributions. So I'm gonna go to netlify.com, okay, and log in accordingly. Test. Oh, my mic. Okay. Okay, so this time you should see something similar to what I had because you already have something in your account. Okay, you're correct. You have this folder, so you should be good.
คำถามคือพาสเวิร์ดคืออะไรวะ
Okay, so how about this? I'm going to go through the whole process first so that the first batch of people can do some attendance and leave. Okay, I'll help every one of you before you go, okay? But okay, I'll help you first.
I'm not sure if that closes it, so I control the C.
Okay, you're good to go. P npm run build. Okay, that's good. You're done. You can go to Netlify now. Netlify Marketplace.
Oh, that's the wrong place.
I think it's just, yeah, I think so. app.netlify.com. I think that's the right place. Although I never seen that login screen before.
What if it's still working?
Huh? Okay. Then there's some other processes running. Oh, okay. I think it's this one. Maybe not. Oh yeah, this one. This one's still running. But you're fine. You're fine. You're good. You can do Netlify now. Okay, you're good. Yes, you're good. You're good to go. All right. Okay, I'll keep going first because some of you can go now, right? So so that it's not congested. Okay, so I want to add new project, and I want to deploy manually. Okay, so please, for those of you who can log into Netlify, you can deploy manually. Okay, I'm gonna click deploy manually. And your job is to drag the right things into it, okay? And that right things is gonna live inside your Weed project, okay? So your Weed project should be on your desktop because that's how I design it, okay? So goes into your Weed project and you're gonna see this folder. See this one? Your job is to drag this one into Netlify. And if you did it correctly, your website should be online in no time. So I'm gonna